Southern California's Emmy Award-winning game show, where schools match skills and wits. KidQuiz. And here, to introduce today's participating schools is your host, Maclovio Perez.
Thank you very much. Welcome to our game. This should be exciting. This is a quarterfinal. We have two returning schools that have survived the early rounds, and they're here to see who moves on from today's game to the semifinals. So let me welcome back from the city of Compton, Roosevelt Middle School with team captain Bonifacio Chaidez. Bonifacio, welcome back and introduce us to your first round players.
To my right is Nancy Benuto, and to my left is Alberto Balthazar.
All right, Nancy and Alberto, got a team. And we welcome back from Cerritos, Gonsalves Elementary. We have team captain Jason Lim. Welcome back, Jason. Please introduce us to your first rounders.
To my right is Niru Raman, and to my left is Dorian Love.
All right. Again, these are veteran schools, so it'll be a little bit faster, a little bit harder on today's game. But before we start, we want to ask Jack, our announcer, to show us that the prizes of the winning school at the end of this season of KidQuiz. Here's Jack.
This year, our second-place school will receive Merriam-Webster's new International Unabridged Dictionary with a beautiful hardwood table. Panasonic's Easy Programming Barcode VCR. The four-head unit lets you set time, date, and channel with the use of a barcode scanner from Panasonic. The winning school will receive the superbly illustrated 22-volume New Book of Knowledge Encyclopedia. Accurate and up-to-date information from Grolier. The Macintosh personal computer from Apple Computer. Macintosh, a computer that provides the power to be your best. The winning school will also take home this 1990 Spring Championship Trophy.
Absolutely. We are ready to start. Team players reminding you to put your hands flat in the white palette and go for the buzzer when you think you have the answer. Off stage, we have Judge Arlene Nakamura from Sierra Park Elementary, and if you are right, she'll give you one of these. If you're wrong, she'll give you one of those, and hopefully we won't have too many. Of course, we won't. This is a quarterfinal. This is a big game. So one final thing, please remember to wait till I call your name before you answer. Ready for 10 points? First question, here it is. Using a key and a light, what did Benjamin Franklin discover? Jason.
Electricity.
Electricity. On what day does the U.S. celebrate Independence Day? Jason.
July 4th.
July 4th. Give me the name of the U.S. space shuttle that carried the Hubble Space Telescope into space. The name of the shuttle. Jason.
Challenger.
Incorrect, and he went Roosevelt. It was the Discovery Space Shuttle. All right, we move along. This is a two-parter. I'll require two answers. Spell and use the word in a sentence. The word is confident. Niru.
Confident. C-O-N-F-I-D-E-N-T. I am confident that I won't win this game.
All right, very good. Correct for 10 points. Next is musical. Let's listen in, and then I'll ask you the question.
My music hits so hard, make me say, oh my Lord, thank you.
The song is You Can't Touch This, performed by whom? Bonifacio was first.
MC Hammer.
MC Hammer. Seems like everybody knew the answer to that. Multiple choice, next question. Three choices. Which U.S. city has the largest Spanish-speaking population? New York, Miami, or Los Angeles? Niru.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Our home. For 10 points, what distinguishing physical characteristic did the fairy tale character Rapunzel have? Jason.
Long hair.
Long hair. Very good. Listen carefully for 10. In checking directions, if you are facing north, which direction is to your left? Niru.
West.
West is correct for 10. From American history, during which war did the Confederates fight against the Union? Jason.
Civil War.
The Civil War. This is multiple choice. I'll give you 3 choices. If you injured your foot, which of these doctors would you visit? A dentist, a podiatrist, or a psychiatrist? Niru.
Podiatrist.
The podiatrist would check your foot. You could go to the dentist, but I don't know that he could do much for you there on your foot. From Math 410, Ken's mom bought him a computer on sale for 10% off. If the regular price is $150, how much did she save? Time is up. You didn't get in on time, Jason. 10% of 150 is $15. She saved $15 if she bought it on time. For 10, here's our next question. It's from American history. The quote, "I have not yet begun to fight," was made by what U.S. naval hero? John Paul Jones. John Paul Jones. I have not yet begun to fight. For 10 points, the next question. Geography. The largest bay in North America is Hudson Bay. In what country is it located? Niru.
Canada?
Canada is correct for 10. Is that the bell? Ah, that is the bell. I thought I heard the bell somewhere. We move on to the very valuable video questions. These are worth 20 points. Team players, hands flat on a white palette. I'll show you the video, wait 3 seconds, and then ask you the question. You can win big or lose big depending on how the question was written. You can anticipate the question. For 20 points, here's the first video question. Haven't read the question, Bonifacio.
Joe Montana, quarterback for San Francisco.
That's it. Joe Montana, you got it. No, we don't need his phone number there, Bonifacio. The quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. Next video question, 2 parts. Give me the word and use it in a sentence. Niru.
Excellent. I am excellent in reading.
Very good for 20. Take a good look at that. We dropped out of some of the letters. All right, we move along for 20 points. Here's the next video question.
Oh, say, can you see?
Marian Anderson is singing what song? Jason.
Star Spangled Banner.
Star Spangled Banner for 20. For 20 points, next video questions before you watch. Haven't read it. Niru is first.
Radius.
The radius. 420 is correct. Next video question. Haven't read the question. Bonifacio.
Polar bear.
Cannot accept. Here's the question for Gonsalves. Polar bears are native to what region of the world? Jason.
Antarctica.
Incorrect. The Arctic. That's the North Pole as opposed to the South Pole. All right. We move on for the next video question. In the book Island of the Blue Dolphins, what is the name of the main character? The main character. Jason.
Oh.
Time was up. Time was up. The audience is sitting here having heart attacks because they knew it, and the name character was Karana. Karana. That was the name, Island of the Blue Dolphins. For the next video question, let's watch. It's before us. 2 parts. 2 answers to this. Give me the name and the state in which these famous American waterfalls are located. Bonifacio.
Niagara Falls, New York.
Is correct for 20 points. Very good. Next video question, here it is from Current Affairs. What does the acronym AIDS stand for? Jason.
I don't know.
It's a good try. Roosevelt now gets a shot at it. AIDS. What does the acronym stand for? It's a tough one. Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. Okay? Basically, all of the body defenses fall apart, and so the body is susceptible to many diseases. All right. We move along for 20 points from Current Affairs. Watch.
Are here because you took the...
Haven't read it. Niru.
Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela is correct for 20. He was in prison for 25 years, and he remains a symbol of hope to South Africans against apartheid. The next video question, multiple choice. Which of these is a fruit? Alberto.
Tomato.
The tomato is a fruit. That is correct. Not the kind of fruit I want in the morning, but it is a fruit. All right, that is the end of the video round. We move to the valuable bonus question. First clue is worth 50 points. Second clue, 30 points. Third clue worth 20. Reminding only the team captains may buzz in. Team players, put your hands aside. You may answer at whatever clue level that you like, but if you're incorrect, you're out of the round, and the other team gets to answer at whatever clue level they choose. You may confer with your team members. For 50 points, we are looking for the first U.S. state. Ooh. Jason?
Delaware.
Incorrect. Roosevelt. Do you want to hear the first clue, or do you want to hear... Now, I give him the first clue, and then you want to go to the second clue. You want clue 1 or clue 1 and 2?
1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay, the first clue, which I didn't get to read, we are looking for the first U.S. state to be created west of the Mississippi. This, for 30 points, this state is bordered by Texas, Arkansas, Mississippi, and the Gulf of Mexico. Bonifacio.
Louisiana.
Louisiana is correct for 30 points. Very good. We'll be back with the second half of our show after this message. Don't go too far away.
KidQuiz will be back.
Every time you snack on something sweet, something sugary or gooey, you subject your teeth and gums to a close encounter of the worst kind. Not so with healthy snacks. Here's why. Sugary foods trigger bacteria in your mouth to form acids that injure teeth and gums. The worst damage occurs in the first 20 minutes. So the more frequently you snack on sweets, the greater the destruction. Avoid close encounters of the worst kind. Limit sugary foods to mealtime. Choose healthy snacks instead.
A public service announcement of this station and the California Dental Association.
The Norton Simon Museum of Art in Pasadena invites you to experience a collection of rare masterpieces. A world of experience awaits you.
KidQuiz is back.
We are back with the second half of our game. We've got two returning schools here. These are veteran schools. We're in the quarterfinals. We want to thank our first round players for joining us and ask them to please take their seats. What a nice hand for them, huh? Before we begin the second half, every season we use 16 schools from the Southern California area. And there you see the schools participating and how we eliminate from the first to the quarterfinals, and from the quarterfinals down, there you see the bottom brackets, Roosevelt and Gonsalves today. They will eliminate down to semifinals and then to the championship round. So it's getting late in the season, so the game's getting tougher and closer. We go back to Bonifacio from Roosevelt to introduce us to his second round players.
To my right is Arteshia Hosley, and to my left is Harry Bawan.
All right, Harry and Arteshia. And we go back to Jason from Gonsalves, all the way from Cerritos, to introduce us to his second round players.
To my right is Adam Clever, and to my left is William On.
All right, Adam and William. Just reminding the new players, put your hands flat on the white palette and go for the buzzer. We start off the second round of our show with the To Protect Our Planet question. Here's a special question. It's multiple choice. How many days in a year in Southern California is the air unhealthy to breathe? Do you think it's 97, 232, or 100? Jason went for it.
200.
Cannot accept. Roosevelt. What do you figure? Anyone at Roosevelt? Bonifacio?
232.
232 is correct. Well, there was no 200 up there. It was 232. But on 232 days out of the year, our air is supposedly unhealthful for humans to breathe, which is a real problem when you need to breathe. So we'll do our best. Maybe we can get that cleaned up in the future. We move along for 10 points. Here's the next question. How would you express the fraction 3/4 as a decimal? From Bonifacio.
0.75.
0.75 is correct. Next question. The Bowery, Brooklyn, and Greenwich Village are located in which U.S. city? Bonifacio.
New York.
New York City. From Science for 10. When animals instinctively take shelter and fall to a deep winter sleep, what are they doing? William was first.
Hibernating? Hibernating?
Hibernating is correct for 10. Reminding the team players to wait till I call your name before you answer, otherwise we're talking at the same time. From Math for 10, every 2 weeks, Bobby saves $5. How much would he have saved in 6 weeks? Jason.
$12.
Incorrect. Bonifacio.
$15.
$15. Every 2 weeks. 6 weeks, 3 times 5. All right. It was a little complicated. The next one is musical. Let's listen. Buckwheat Zydeco is playing a Cajun tune on what instrument? Adam.
Accordion.
The accordion is correct for 10. It's a funny name for a group, Buckwheat Zydeco. Well, that's about as bad as the other. Well, never mind. Multiple choice. I'll give you 3 choices. The people of which Caribbean island are also citizens of the United States? Are they Cuban, Puerto Rican, or Jamaican? Adam.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. For 10, hamstrings, deltoids, and triceps are names, William.
Muscles?
Of muscles in your body. The ancient Egyptians made a writing material using what kind of reed? Adam.
Papyrus.
Papyrus is correct for 10. Multiple choice. I'm going to give you 3 choices. Which African country was founded by freed American slaves? Liberia, Zimbabwe? Adam.
Liberia.
Liberia is correct. Settled in 1822. Very good. We move along for 10 points. In 1972, Mark Spitz won 7 gold medals in the Summer Olympics. What is his sport? Tisha.
Swimming.
Swimming is correct for 10. For 10 points, what kind of play or drama is sung instead of spoken? William.
Opera.
The opera is correct. For 10 points. The system which limits the power of the 3 branches of government is called what? William.
Judicial, executive, and legislative.
Incorrect. Roosevelt. The system which limits the power of those 3 branches is called what? The system of Bonifacio.
The legislative.
The system of checks and balances. It's the 3 branches, legislative, judicial, and yeah. All right, that's the end of the video audio round. Now let's move to the valuable 20-point video questions. I'll get through these as fast as I can. 20-point video question is before you watch. Haven't read the question, Bonifacio?
Pope John Paul II.
Cannot accept. John Paul II recently visited which neighboring country? Gonsalves.
Mexico.
William is correct for 20. 2 parts for the next one. 2 parts. Watch. Spell and use. Adam.
Praise. Praise. I give praise to when I won.
Accepted by the judge. All right, for 10 points here, 20 points, here's the next video question. Watch.
And just enjoying life all over again.
He's a New York Mets power hitter. Give me his name.
Darryl Strawberry.
Darryl Strawberry is correct. 420. Now remember, did I call your name before you answer? For 20 points, here's the next video. Which? Ooh, I haven't read it. Adam.
Squid.
Can't take it. The question to Roosevelt, which of these sea animals is a crustacean? Arteshia.
Crab.
Cannot accept. That was a lobster. A lobster is the crustacean because the skin is on the outside, or the hard part of it is on the outside. We move along for 20 points. Amsterdam is located in what country? Adam.
Holland.
Holland for 20 is correct. Here's the next video question. Haven't read it. Bonifacio.
Saturn.
Saturn is correct for 20 points. Next video questions before you from American history.
48 state governments because they strive as they would.
He's the only president to serve a third and fourth term. Give me his name. Too late. Jason went for it. It was Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR. Then they changed the rules, and you can only serve 2 terms now. We move along for 20 points. Here's the next video. Watch. Haven't read it. William.
Iris.
The iris is the colored part around the pupil. Very good. 20 points. Here's one from the movies.
I could while away the hours.
I haven't read the question, William.
Wizard of Oz.
Can't take it. Roosevelt. What did the scarecrow wish he had? Arteshia.
A heart.
Oh, incorrect. A brain. It was the Tin Man that wanted the heart, and the lion wanted courage. All right. We move along for 10 points, 20. Here's the question. Which word is the adjective? Jason.
Good.
Good. Very good. Next video question from recent current affairs. What? Comic Relief raises funds to help whom? William.
The homeless.
The homeless is correct. From American history, here's the next video question. Watch. During the Civil War, what was the name of the dividing line between the North and the South? Jason was just a shade too late. It was the Mason-Dixon line. Mason-Dixon line divided the North from the South. The next one is 2 parts. I'll require 2 answers on this. Watch. Give me the name of this food in the country. Jason.
Sushi and Japan.
Sushi and Japan. I think that was seaweed and eel that we just saw there. We move along. Now the final bonus question. First clue worth 70. Second clue's worth 50. Third clue is worth 30. Roosevelt, you decide whether you want to go for it or be safe. It's your decision. First clue. Oh, we got to remind you, only the team captains may buzz it in. Team players, put your hands aside. If you're out, if you're wrong, you're out of the round, and the other team gets to answer. First clue for 70. This tiny country is the second smallest independent state in the world. Can you name it?
Monaco.
Time's up for 50 points. The citizens of this tiny principality are known as Monegasques. Jason.
Monaco.
Monaco is correct for 50 points and the game. Very good. We'll be back with the conclusion of our game after this message. Don't go too far away.
KidQuiz will be back.
When you feel grumpy, frumpy, down and dumpy, icky, creepy, crabby, weepy, yucky, mad, or just plain sad, then you need Chuck E. Cheese. Then you feel happy, giggly, glad and wiggly, wacky, bumptious, silly, scrumptious, funny, giddy, zany, witty, sassy, crazy, upsy daisy, all at Chuck E. Cheese.
A message from your Shriners Hospitals.
I'll spring the old bedroom quiz on them.
Daphne, what are you doing here?
Well, it's quiz time. First question. How do you burn-proof a bedroom?
One was that gadget up there.
Aha, a smoke detector. Every home should have at least one.
But just having one isn't enough. Kids should know the sort of smoke detector makes.
And what does that sound mean, kids?
It means get out of the house. And fast.
How?
Escape route. Right, the whole family should map out a beautiful ways to get out of the house if there's a fire.
A meeting place is most important, so everyone knows everyone else is okay. True or false? Under the bed is the best place to go during a fire.
That's false. You should never hide under the bed.
What about the closet?
That's a definite no-no too, Daffy.
Make sure your family gets an A on my burn prevention quiz, okay?
To most people, this is a discarded can. But to a youth group, it's new sports equipment. To some, this is trash. But to a medical center, it's much-needed funds. To you, it's garbage. But to a school, it's new computer equipment. What difference does it make if your group recycles cans? About $200 million a year.
We're back with the conclusion of our show, the bonus question. We now know that the people of Monaco are known as Monegasques, and the final clue was the principal city is Monte Carlo, so that would have been Monaco. We want to thank our friends from Roosevelt Middle School in the city of Compton. Bonifacio, you did a fine job. Say hello to everybody down in Compton for us. But we congratulate Gonsalves. They move on to the semifinal round. Thank you. We'll be, I hope you join us for our next game. We're getting into the finals and the championship soon, so stay tuned for KidQuiz, and we'll hope to see you on our next game. So long.